Hey, 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 it's Big Charles coming back at you. Hope you're doing well. I heard a story, I found the story. It was about this guy named Elvir. Sorry, I might say his name wrong. Elvir Barettto, I think. So this guy was a chef. Like, this guy was not a well-known chef, but like a chef, right? And one day, as he was like chopping up, like, I think it was like the vegetables and like mushrooms, he just started thinking of something. Like, some thought came to his mind, and he started thinking of like this idea of like chopping. I mean, this might sound kind of weird, but like, instead of chopping up food, but using the knives to chop up a person. And so he couldn't get this thought out of his head, and so he decided, I'm gonna write a story based on this thought about somebody who became like a serial killer. So he writes a story. Keeps his job as a chef. He writes a story under a different name, like a pseudonym, or I don't know, what do they call it? Like a writer's name. I can't think of the name right now. Pen name or whatever. It gets published. He keeps his job as a chef. It gets somewhat popular. This guy's from Brazil. It gets popular. People start reading it. There turns out to be like a real life case that was kind of similar to the story that he wrote. And next thing you know, people realize, even though he used a fake name, they realize that this story that he wrote was really, really familiar to the real case. And so some people found out, like close to him, found out like, wait a minute, the guy behind the story is actually Elvir Barettto. And they ended up taking his name to the police, and they started investigating him, and it was like this whole big drama. But it turns out like he was innocent. He just wanted to write a story, because he was just cutting up the mushrooms and started thinking about this particular story. But he went so far to try to keep himself from even being in the limelight by using a different name. And he was scared, but he still ended up getting kind of accused of something. But then that kind of reminded me of, I started thinking about another author, which is well-known author, Stephen King. This guy has written some crazy stories. It, The Shining, Pet Cemetery. And I was starting to think, like, what was this guy like when he was a kid? Like, when he brought work home, like from school, and his mom was like, "Oh, what'd you do today, honey?" And he's like, "Oh, I just wrote a story, wrote a small story." "Oh, what was it about?" "It was about a cat that came back to life and terrorized the family." And was the mom like, "Oh my gosh, we need to get this kid some help"? Or was she like, "Oh, that sounds wonderful"? Have you ever watched like American Idol? Like back in the day, the original show, and people would get up on the show and they would sing horribly, and they would always say, "My mom told me I was a great singer." Like, did Stephen King's parents, did they like stop him? Obviously they didn't. He became who he became, a famous author. But I don't know. I wonder if they were afraid of him. One day, hey Lonnie. I think Stephen King's dad's name was Lonnie. "Hey Lonnie, get over here. I need to talk to you." And Lonnie's like, "Hey, what's going on? What's going on?" "I need to talk to you about our son." "What happened? What did he do this time?" "He wrote a book about a clown, and I hate clowns." No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just wonder if they were like scared. But it seems like it's a thin line, right? Like, you got someone like Stephen King, who's a great author. People love his work. But like, where's the line? Like, is there a line that needs to be drawn here? Like, is anyone ever questioning? Like, no one's questioning, is this guy okay? What's going on with this guy? Hey, have you seen Steven? Haven't seen him in months. Where's he been? He's been in a cabin. What's he been doing in the cabin? I don't know. He's got a typewriter. He's writing a story. Of course he is. Of course he is. I don't know. It just makes me wonder and think, like, what was he like as a kid? Did he have crazy stories? I remember one time my older son was drawing some drawings of like some kids of like people hurting each other, and I was like, "Hey, what is this? What is this?" And I questioned him on it. And so from now on, he's never wanted to pick up a pen again. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about that. I actually started watching a show recently which talks about some of Stephen King's characters. It's called Castle Rock. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that really quick, and I'm going to actually end this. Hope you guys are doing well. Appreciate you.